Good evening, my esteemed viewers, and welcome to the second installment of A Descent into the Maelstrom, a weekly forum where I, Edgar Allan Poe, summon characters from all the greatest tales told throughout all time to illuminate our path through the tempest of modern existence, exploring their wisdom on literature, life, and confronting the eternal challenges that haunt our times. Prepare now, dear viewer, to voyage with me through the mysterious currents of history and imagination as we begin a descent into the Maelstrom. For tonight's installment, we attempt to look through deep and choppy waters of times past and times present to compare and contrast two periods in America's history, spaced by a century's worth of vast differences in customs and technologies, yet periods eerily similar in their societal mentalities and outlooks. And to help navigate these murky historical waters, we are joined by the enigmatic Mr. Jay Gatsby from F. Scott Fitzgerald's opus, The Great Gatsby. But before we begin to leverage Mr. Gatsby's vast intellect and insight, first let us recall his tale. The Great Gatsby, written by F. Scott Fitzgerald and published in 1925, is set in the 1920s during the era of Prohibition and the Jazz Age. The story revolves around our guest, Mr. Gatsby, a mysterious and wealthy man known for his extravagant parties and his unrequited love for Daisy Buchanan, a married woman he met before World War I. Exploring the themes of love, aspiration, social class, and the disillusionment of the American dream, the novel paints a vivid picture of the extravagant lifestyles and moral decay of the wealthy elite during the Jazz Age, and it remains a powerful critique of the pursuit of material success at the expense of genuine human connection. And now let us call on Mr. Gatsby. Welcome to our forum, good sir. We are honored by your presence.
Thank you, Mr. Poe, thank you. Happy to be here indeed.
Now, if I may, let us delve into the tempestuous whirlpool of our times. The 1920s and the 2020s, strange and stirring, are they not, good sir?
Truly, Mr. Poe, it is indeed a peculiar duality. The echoes of the Roaring Twenties seem to reverberate anew in these modern days. Wealth and revelry juxtaposed with the hollow yearning for a more profound connection.
Aye, Mr. Gatsby, 'tis as if time itself hath woven a tapestry that repeats its patterns in cycles. Now let us gaze upon the expanding wealth gap, then and now, a festering wound upon society's visage.
The chasm between the prosperous few and the masses grows wider, a melancholic echo of my era's gilded excess. Such disparity risks rending the very fabric of society, as I too observed in my own time.
'Tis true enough, a tale of glittering splendor masking the decay beneath. And Mr. Gatsby, how do you regard the so-called tech billionaire bro culture that has emerged? A spectacle of riches and audacity, perchance.
Yes, indeed, old sport. A phenomenon I find truly disconcerting. As I've seen it, as I've lived it, the pursuit of opulence, tinged with a lack of humility and empathy, breeds a discontent that extends far beyond materialism.
Verily, the heedless pursuit of earthly pleasures often obscures the deeper yearnings of the heart. Now imagine, dear Gatsby, a cage match between Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg. What reckon you the victor that might emerge?
I say, old sport, a cage match is quite a different beast from the refined soirees and dazzling spectacles that often surrounded my world. If I were to consider the matter, I might imagine Elon Musk possessing a certain vigor and intensity, akin to the exhilarating rush of my lavish parties. On the other hand, Mark Zuckerberg strikes me as a strategist, much like those who maneuvered through the intricate web of societal intricacies during my time. While a cage match may not be his usual arena, his analytical mind could potentially find ways to outmaneuver his opponent. Yet, as to who would emerge victorious, it's a matter quite unpredictable. Cage matches are governed by raw instincts and unanticipated factors, much like the tumultuous currents that swept through the Roaring Twenties. The outcome, old sport, might be a surprise to us all, for the human spirit holds a remarkable capacity for both resilience and unpredictability.
A compelling prediction, Mr. Gatsby. Your insight doth illuminate the potential societal tremors such a clash might ignite. And so, with that, we conclude our discourse, two souls traversing eras dissecting the intricacies of human folly and aspiration.
Your discourse is an illumination in itself, Mr. Poe. Through the layers of time, we unravel the threads that weave our shared narrative. A descent into the maelstrom of thought, indeed.
Yes, 'tis indeed. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Gatsby. And with that, dear viewers, we conclude our latest episode of A Descent into the Maelstrom. Thank you for joining me and our special guest, Mr. Jay Gatsby. I wish you a fond farewell, my curious companions, and encourage you to communicate with me in the comments section regarding your thoughts on this episode and your recommendations for future topics and guests. May the tales and truths they unfold forever shape our understanding as we navigate the tumultuous currents of existence, while always keeping utmost in mind that never to suffer would never to have been blessed.